welcome to another live stream, the last live stream of the weekend. My name is Cho, and we go live 4 nights a week. Yeah, 4 nights a week at 11 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. These office hours are meant to entertain, they're meant to motivate, and sometimes they're meant to make you think critically. So get comfortable, grab a glass of wine or a cup of tea, and get comfortable. I'm obviously comfortable, as you can see. Um, let's get into. Give me a second. Let me get the chat up real quick before I even get any comments. Let me get chat up. Okay. So anyway, happy Sunday. Hopefully everyone's had a good Sunday. Let's zoom in. I've had a very positive Sunday. It's been phenomenal. It's been really phenomenal. I had a good time. And maybe I'll get into that in a little bit once more people get into the chat for tonight. Hello, Motif. How are you? What is going on? Happy Sunday to you. And yes, the key word is think critically. We're critical thinkers here, guys. We like to think critically. We're not sheep. We have brains. They're not smooth brains. They're rippled. There's some complexity with our brains. They're not smooth. They're not smooth. So, yeah. That's what we like to do here. Motif, how is your Sunday? Before I get into my Sunday, tell me how your Sunday is going. And then let's also get some lip balm on these crusty crusts that I got. And we are going to be staying hydrated too tonight because we are drinking water. Oh my God, that is so good. That is so good. But Motif, tell me how your Sunday has been. What did you do today? Tell me. Tell me everything. Oh, that's so good. That the lips feel so good once they're moisturized, guys. Are you one of those people that have dry lips? Don't be that person that has dry lips. It's not cute. It's not cute at all. Don't do it. I love how Motif is like not here anymore. Well, anyway, I'll just talk. Wait, okay, no, he's here. Okay. It was taking a long time for you to type that response. I was getting ready to move on. This is going to be such a great nightcap. It's been an okay day. Church was ... interesting. I had to lead a song today. Not really my fave, but what can you do? Couldn't be me, Motif. My singing capabilities are in the dumps. They're in the dumps. I don't sing. Even at church, I don't really sing many songs at all. Even with the chorus, the actual chorus in the congregation drowning me out, I still am. I'm on mum's the word. What's that? Is that French? I'm on silence. I don't sing in church. I sing a very couple songs, and that's it. I barely can do responsive reading in church. Also, this didn't happen today, but it has happened before in my experience. But I feel as though when you walk into church and you see that someone is taking your seat in church, I feel like for people that take other people's seats in church, I feel like hell should open up beneath them and swallow them up immediately. If you are taking someone's seat at church, I believe that hell should open up beneath you and swallow you up immediately. I honestly believe that because that is so obnoxious. That is so annoying. Why would you do that? It's like I sit in the same place in the congregation every every freaking Sunday, and you decide to disrupt my time of prayer, my time of expressing my faith by taking my seat. Wild. It's just wild to me. Like I can't imagine. I would never do that. I would never do that to someone else. Like I would never. I just would never. Anyway, I had to get that off my chest. That's been laying on my heart for a while. That's been laying on my heart for a while. And I really had to express that to someone publicly. Because you guys know I can't hold things inside of myself. If I have a rant or something to complain about, I can't hold that in because I feel like I'll get cancer and die. Um, you be killing it in the shower. Listen, I do be killing it in the shower. Eardrums. I kill the eardrums in the shower. I do. Anybody with an earshot of me while I'm in the shower making noises, yeah, that's what I kill. Eardrums, ear canals. Here's what my old pastor used to say: if you get here early, nobody can take your seat. But honestly, if you know people's regular seat, don't be a biblical bitch. It's diabolical. It's diabolical. And I understand when new people come to church, I get it. New people come to church and they want to sit down and they don't know the lay of the land quite yet. But for those people who know that that is your seat at church, how dare you? How dare you? And this is why those individuals need church, because the devil's in them. The devil is in them. They can't help themselves. They're full of chaos and evil. It's very dark-sided. It's very, very dark-sided. Take someone's seat at church. It is. Hi Mandy from Australia. How are you? What's going on? How was your Sunday? Tell me all about your Sunday. And be sure that when you guys come in here, you like the live. I only have 2 likes, but there's 7 of you guys here. There's 4 chatters. I need to see 4 likes in this stream. What's going on? Hi, Mandy from Australia. Hi, MOP. How are you, MOP? Tell me one highlight about your Sunday so far, Mandy. MOP, tell me one highlight about your Sunday, please. Hi, Lenice. How are you? What's going on, Lenice? Thank you for all your positive feedback on my shorts. Shout out to the people that watch my shorts. Lenice is one of those baddies who actually watches my content outside of the live stream. So I really want to give a special shout out to Lenice for really going above and beyond to support me. I know that maybe I come up naturally in her timeline, but I feel like people there. I can tell that there are people who intentionally seek my content out, and I really, really appreciate you so much, Lenice. You are the type of viewer that makes me continue to do this. So thank you. It's Monday, and I am shook over what Obama's done to the American people. What did he do to the American people now? What did he do? What's going on, Mandy? Please update me. Give me an update, Mandy. What did Obama do this time? I mean, we know he's sown a lot of social discord, socially. We know that. I mean, the demise of race relations were getting better before him. He got into office and they got worse. And a baddie she is. A baddie she is. Lenice is a baddie. Hi, T-Powell. Oh, you know. T-Powell, give me a little bit of tea. How's your Sunday going? What's the best thing that's happened to you on your Sunday? Or if you're in Australia, Monday. Hi, Purple Flower. How are you? What is going on? And I gotta change top chat to live chat. He has lied. Tulsi just released proof that he made up the Russia hoax. Well, I mean, that's not surprising to me. Not so. I mean, we know that the Russia hoax was a hoax. I mean, we knew that, and we knew that it came from the establishment Democratic Party. Like we knew that. However, it's being pinned directly on Obama. I haven't gotten that news. I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into that. Boring Sunday. Kiddo had a birthday party for a friend. You mean you don't have fun at your kiddo's friends' birthday parties? You don't have fun at those events? Did you go to Chuck E. Cheese? Oh my God, guys! I saw that a guy named a Chuck E. Cheese. You know, there's a lot of Chuck E. Cheeses, but you know, I like to use suspension of disbelief. But I saw that a Chuck E. Cheese recently got arrested at the Chuck E. Cheese. It's wild. Imagine as a little child, and I think he was like doing money laundering. I think he was laundering money or fraud, some type of bank fraud or money laundering. I don't know what he was doing, but Chuck E. Cheese got caught. I don't know if that band that he's a part of, they not selling tickets the way that they used to sell tickets. They're not making coins the way they usually make coins. And so you got to have a side hustle. You can't just, play in a band, serve, cold pepperoni pizza and make a good, honest living that way. You got to have side hustles. So Chuck E. Cheese, I guess, this is down in Atlanta, either Atlanta or Memphis, Tennessee. It was one of those places, kind of ratchet. And yeah, they arrested Chuck E. Cheese down at the Chuck E. Cheese. Imagine being in the ball pit as a child. Imagine being in the fucking ball pit as a child and seeing Chuck E. Cheese get arrested with his hands behind his back. The trauma. The trauma. The trauma. Couldn't imagine. Boring sounds magical to me. My Sundays are always busy. I have busy Sundays too. How was my day? I'll get into that after I catch up with comments. It is to the rest of the world. He literally was told there was no Russian interference and he sent the intelligence agency. Oh, so he was confirmed that it didn't exist to go back and make up a new report in the transition period, which led to Trump's impeachment. It's big. If I was you, I'd go look up Blaze TV. They explain it in layman's terms on a time. I'll look it up, Mandy. I'll look it up. I like Blaze TV. I've seen a couple of the reports. He got arrested with the mask on, stolen credit cards. But listen, work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Pays the bills. What city was that in, Purple Flower? You know exactly what I'm talking about. What city was that in? Was it in Memphis? I felt it felt like a very Memphis, Tennessee type of story. I don't know. Call me crazy. It was giving Atlanta or Memphis. They all old. I'm young dad. Oh, that's funny. I had a great day, went to the pool, had a yummy late lunch, early dinner, burgers, french fries, corn on the cob. That sounds good. I also saw my sister today and nephew. Have a good night, Mandy, or good day. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully your work week starts off with a bang on the right foot. Let's talk about my Sunday. My Sunday was pretty freaking incredible. I'm not even going to hold you guys. I had a fantastic Monday, and I've got a really great little testimony to tell you guys, too. I went to church, really great lesson at church, and like 4 people went up at the end to like get saved. It was like really incredible, actually. Whenever you have a good sermon, like a real good sermon, and then at the end, everyone just starts going up to declare their life for Jesus, it's like, it just feels really good. It feels really, really good. But anyway, after church, I decided to go do my long run, my 7-mile run, because It was scheduled for yesterday, but it rained. And so I skipped it. But I had to make it up today. So I made it up today. And why am I always in a row? Because it's 11 o'clock at night and I'm at home. What else would I be in at 11 o'clock at night? At my home. Argilla. What would I be in? I wear a robe after 9 p.m. So I don't wear shirts. I don't wear shirts in my home. I take my shirts off. I take my clothes off after 9 p.m. Do you have any other questions about that? Hi, Johanna. How are you? Hey, Selma Gabri. What's going on, Selma? So anyway, you don't wear shirts in your home? Not after 9 p.m. I don't. Argilla, I don't. Is that weird that I don't wear shirts after 9 p.m. in my home? That when I get undressed, I put a robe on? Is that like weird? Because I'm just trying to understand what everybody else does in their home. When I'm done from work for the day, I take my clothes off, I put my robe on, and that's what I'm in. I didn't think that was weird, but it seems to be weird to a lot of people at home. I don't know why. Maybe your expectation is you want me to put clothes on after I've already taken my clothes off because I'm on YouTube. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, that answers your question. I'm always on a rope because that's what I do. I give you guys my authentic self. Now, if you come tomorrow, Argilla, I do Monday afternoon streams. You will see me in real clothing because during the day I have real clothes on. But after 9 p.m., I get in my pajamas, and my pajamas is my robe. Like, these are my pajamas. I'm in my robe. Are your run distances increasing according to schedule? They are. They are. Okay, so back to my little story. So my long run is typically on Saturdays. I did not do it yesterday because it rained. Torrential downpour. It's been crazy. The weather's been crazy here. Today, I get home from church. I'm like, I'm gonna knock this run out now before it rains. It starts to drizzle anyway. But I tell myself, okay, Cho, you cannot skip 2 days in a row because that would make you officially missing a run day in your schedule. So I'm like, I'm not missing a day of running. I'm very committed to not missing many days of my scheduled training for this marathon. So I took my clothes off, put a pair of shorts on, put my shoes on, put a cap on, and I just went to town. When I tell you this was the best and the worst run of my entire life. The rain, it would rain and then it would stop. It would rain and then it would stop. And then it would rain hard. Like my headphones, they kept coming out of my ears because they were wet and water was everywhere. I kept having to put them back in my ear. A couple of times they actually fell out of my ears on the ground, impeding my run and my pace and my heart rate. My glasses were drenched. They were full of water. I could barely see. My eyes were burning. It was a fucking mess. It was crazy. I really realized for the first time that I am not prepared to run in the wet conditions, right? I need to have better gear for those specific types of conditions. And for my marathon, if there's a chance of rain, I need to be prepared for that. So that was a wake-up call. But another thing that happened during my training today was I had to run 7 miles. And for those that don't know, my baseline is 6 miles. I typically run 6 miles and that's it, right? So this is the first time that I've had to really push myself beyond my baseline. So it's definitely a challenge. And then on top of these conditions, it was just really, really difficult for me. It was like mental torment, like it was a mental challenge. But listen to this. Something really crazy happened during my run. Um, People actually cheered me on, like strangers. Like strangers that were like under the storefront roofs were cheering me on because I was running in the pouring rain. They were jumping up and down. They were like, "You got it. You're a beast. You're a warrior. Keep going. Keep going. You got this." Like, and it was so emotional to get that encouragement from strangers. And so I kept pushing forward. There were so many moments where I thought, Joel, you can't do this. You're soaking wet. It's you can't see, your eyes are burning, you have to keep adjusting your headphones and keep them in your ears. You're not prepared. Just call your man or an Uber and drive home. Right? I had so many moments where that almost happened, but the power of encouragement from strangers, it's just something that if you've not experienced it before, it's really impactful in that moment. It's really impactful. And I really just learned the benevolence of strangers, the sheer benevolence that strangers can have um, for other people. It was really impressive. So, long story short, I ended up making it back home through all the trials and tribulations, and I hit a personal record. Like I made a personal record today, so it was just a very, very great day to hit that mileage. Oh, and before I even forget, um, even crazier is I was scheduled to run only 7 miles, and I got into that runner's high where I was feeling like a sense of euphoria to the point where I ran past my house and ran an extra half mile because I just was on autopilot. I was like feeling that sense of euphoria. I was very euphoric. I was very high, and I just did not understand what was going on. I was just going. I was locked in, as they say, as the girls say, as the boys and the children, as the kids say. I was locked in. Um, and then I snapped out of it. I was like, "Oh my God, Cho, you passed the house. Like, turn back. It's still raining, by the way, so I'm still miserable, but I'm also high at the same time. Wild." So anyway, I say all that to say this, guys. Um, Challenging yourself can unlock new personal records. It can unlock new heights that you never thought you could traverse before. And so I'm very, very proud of myself. And I'm very touched by the people, the several strangers that cheered me on today during my run. Um, yeah, that was really a big highlight of my day. It was really great. So, yeah, that's how my Sunday went. And then after that, I went to a jazz show. Um, oh my God, something else happened. Um, Let me read comments. Wait, you know what? I'm not going to share that story quite yet. Or should I? I'm not going to put her tea out there. You know what? No. I saw a neighbor and she spilled some tea about her life. Her life is a wreck. It's a wreck. A complete wreck. Um, Child, it's crazy. The stuff she got going on in her life is just like, thank God I have a mundane life. Thank God I have a very mundane, boring lifestyle because the shit that some of y'all be going through with like divorcing and child custody battles and sexualities and gender bending and all that. Girl, it's too much going on. She got too much going on. Too much going on. Let me read some comments. Hey Luna. Hi Mary Pratt. What up, nerds? Hey neighbor guy. Oh, thank you, DJ, for the Discord. By the way, guys, if you want to be involved in the community, definitely check out the Discord channel linked in the pinned comment below. If you're on mobile, if you're on PC, it's going to be pinned up top. We have so much fun on Discord. When I'm not live, there's always a fun conversation going on, sometimes a dramatic conversation, but most of the time we're laughing. We're having a good kiki in the Discord channel. It's the best way to stay in contact with me 24/7 if you so desire, because I love to be in you guys' DMs. I love it. So yeah, check out the Discord. And if you're here and you have not liked the live stream, why have you not liked the live stream yet? Like the live stream. You're here. Like it. 2 days in a row, Cho. Poetical. Not poetical. I saw that earlier about your run. Yeah, it was great, MOP. It was great. It was just great. Hey, Carmen. Until you hit the wall. Hey, Mr. Cho, how are we doing tonight? I love a good runner's high. I used to go on long bike rides, sometimes over 100 miles. I hit levels of runner's high I didn't realize were possible. It was crazy. It was a little scary because I got a half a mile away from I ran past my house an entire half mile. So that's like 5 more minutes for me, my pace. And I was like, I snapped out of it. Like, what? Like, what are you doing? Like, you passed the house. It was really kind of crazy. Spill the tea on the neighbor wreck. No, you know what? That might be a Discord situation. Listen. If you guys want to know the tea on my neighbor, join the Discord channel. I'll spill the tea on the Discord channel. I'll do it there. Routine with a little fun is perfect. Had a fun bicycle riding in Switzerland. The cars respect people on bicycles. I wish they did that here in America. The Swiss people are so nice and speak 5 languages sometimes. Hey, Greg Arnold, how are you? I love Swiss chocolate and cheese. I love Swiss shoes and apparel by On Cloud. I love On Cloud, one of my favorite brands. They're a Swiss company. Greg Arnold, I hate my life and I hate myself. Well, that's unfortunate. Why is that, Greg? I used to love to smoke pot and then do cardio. The runner's high would go crazy. I can't smoke anymore, but I still like to do cardio. What kind of cardio do you do? Do you run? Do you do ellipticals? What's your favorite type of cardio? Is it cycling? Probably cycling, right? Yo, big. Is it soft? I don't understand that. I had an offer to stay and live in Switzerland. Oh my God, and you love it. How long have you been there, Carmen? How long have you been there? Healing Unicorn smokes and jog. Well, tell me about that. So I never smoked weed before. I've been hotboxed a couple times, kind of, sort of, I guess, contact high a little bit. But I never smoked weed before. How is it to smoke weed and jog? You should, Johanna. I live in the U.S. now. Oh, you live in the U.S. now, Carmen. Okay. Hey, WRXZ. Reminding you for neighbor tea on Discord. Yes, remind me, please. Smoking hash right now. You know, my aunt calls it corn. Smoking corn. She calls it corn. Anyone else call it corn? Is that an old black lady thing? Well, she's not that old, but, well, she is. She's middle age at least. She's not retirement age, but cycling is my favorite, but I moved to a place that is less bike friendly for school, so now I walk or run. That's awesome, Mango. That's awesome. Have you run any marathons, half marathons, or 5Ks? Because as you know, I'm running in the Columbus Marathon October 19th, and there has been some interest in a meetup. People meeting me the Saturday before the marathon. I'm willing to set that up if people are actually interested. We can meet up somewhere. Maybe I'll run out a restaurant or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But let me know. Smoking and cardio is a great time. I would still do it now, but it was starting to make me paranoid. Oh, that's not good. Hey, Sports Jazz fan, what's your early prediction for the 28 election? Like candidates wise? Always enjoy your YouTube lives. Oh, I have no idea, and I really don't have any interest, to be quite frank with you. Yeah, I have no idea, to be quite frank. I don't know. It's too early to predict. It's way too early to predict 2028. We've got 3 years to go. Today's weed is too OP. Well, it's not even weed. It's everything but weed. Edibles are better than smoking it. Well, I have no interest in that either, but I'm just wondering. One of my friends had a fake vape, and I got one hit of it, and low key, they're addictive. Oh, vaping? Yeah, I don't know. I did 3 marathons, but I think my body is done with those. See, I have not done a marathon yet. This will be my first half marathon. I believe that after I complete this half marathon, I am most likely going to want to do a marathon. And then I'll likely be done with it too. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I enjoy a vape and an occasional edible. If Cho visits Canada, there will be a video for sure. I just don't have any interest in smoking, DJ. I don't, I don't really get the appeal. Um, I don't get the appeal. I mean, I guess I get it for other people, but it doesn't appeal to me. I've done all types of, well, let me not say that. I've done drugs before, just not weed, because that was like, I'm an extroverted person. I'm a party person. So like smoking weed does not seem like something I want to indulge in. Um, I don't know. Ooh. I've run many 5K races, but have certainly thought about training for a marathon. I'm very inspired by the 1965 Olympic marathon gold medalist Edebi Bikala, who ran the race barefoot. Oh, not barefoot. Not barefoot. Not barefoot. Wow. Who wants to run a barefoot? Yikes. Well, Mango, I think you should sign up for a 10K first. Do a 10K, and then do a half marathon. Work yourself up to a marathon. I think the journeys will be pretty fun. Paranoia is a side effect of marijuana. I found out Rosie Greer turned 93 a week ago. Football and acting too. Even as a teen, my body couldn't take much road running mileage. Really? Stupid question. Would CrossFit help you if you run? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, and it does help you to do some type of cross training. Not specifically the cross training model of exercise, but working out and doing some strength training, some resistance training, some body weight exercises is definitely going to help you with your runs to perform better. And I've been doing not so well. I've been doing some resistance training myself, and I feel like it's definitely helping me. Also, stretching during those exercises is really important as well. So yeah, I can definitely see CrossFit helping you to perform better in your runs. I think once you hung out with the wife and I and seen how we low-key microdose and what we achieved, you may be inquisitive. I would recommend low-dose edibles. Okay. I'll always contemplate it. I'll entertain it. You've been in the same robe all week, nasty musty eye. I wash my robe once a week, Shiro. I've been really good. I don't usually wash my robe every week, but I've been washing my robe at least once a week these days. Whenever I wash clothes, I just put my robe in the washer too, and it's been nice actually. But usually I am wearing this dirty ass robe all the time. Listen, I'm not fake. I'm not fronting for you hoes. Yes, I wear a dirty robe, but these days, this month specifically is when I started. This month, I've been wearing a clean robe. I've washed it 3 times this month so far. So you're welcome, Shiro's evil twin. He set the world record that time. He came back and set the record again in 1969 wearing shoes. I was thinking about doing the 6-month couch to marathon training program. Well, you could do it. I don't know. I don't know why you want to do that though. It feels like, so I don't know. So I have a very, I guess, unique perspective on running. For me, running is a hobby. It is something that gives me peace of mind. It is the one time during the day where I can really focus and I'm really creative when I'm running. Like, I got so many great ideas on merchandise. I have so many announcements for you guys, by the way. But we'll get on announcements soon. But I get so many ideas while I'm running and I get really creative. I am able to find my peace when I'm running, and it's just, I really implore everyone to seek out a hobby that brings you peace and a hobby that brings you creativity, and sometimes a hobby that can bring you both at the same time. That running is that for me. So and also health brings you health too, except for the knees. But anyway, um, so yeah, I love it, but marathons can sometimes make running seem competitive. And for me, I'm not running a marathon to be competitive. I'm running to challenge myself. It has been a great challenge training for this half marathon, and I'm just really proud of the progress that I've made thus far and the progress I will continue to make as I get closer to the half marathon. So, you know, a 6-month couch to marathon training program, it just feels like rushing. I don't know. And for me, I don't want to rush the process. I want to enjoy the journey of slowly increasing my distance. And also, it does also help you to take it slower, Mango. This is what I've read, by the way. It helps to do it slower because you are able to prevent or decrease the likelihood of injury when you slowly increase your distance. I used to run 100 meters. I am quick. I ran 1 mile once competitively, finished second, and killed it for me for 3 days. And it killed me for 3 days. Yeah, running fast is not my thing. I usually run a mile in 9 to 10 minutes, depending on how fast or slow I'm going. But my average is probably 10 minutes a mile, which is not terrible, but it's not like impressive either. Controversial question. How exactly will you decide that the total population is too large and needs to be reduced? Well, I wouldn't deduce that. I wouldn't ever deduce such a thing. I don't think the total population is too large. I don't think the total population will ever become too large, to be quite frank with you. I mean, who determines whether it's too large or not? I mean, by the way, welcome Heart Matters. We can get into it if you want to, but I am not someone who cares about the environment. I'm just being honest. I don't really consider the environment when I make any decisions in my life. And the reason why is because it is a futile endeavor to embark on. The environment is impacted negatively, if that's what you believe. The environment is impacted negatively by corporations, by billionaires, by, you know, giant businesses and companies, by the government. You ordering a drink from Starbucks with a paper straw is not doing shit to help the environment. It really, in the grand scheme of things, it's not doing shit. You deciding to recycle all this shit in your home, it's not really doing shit to help the environment. The vast majority of CO2 emissions is from the billionaire class. It's from the companies, the actual billionaires, and the government, right? It's from countries like China, who are currently, well, no, is it? No, I mean India. It's like countries like India who are currently in their industrial revolution. And other countries will follow suit, right? You've got Brazil, you've got these countries that are producing and manufacturing and creating companies, big companies, and they're using the resources that are provided to them, right? So I'm sorry, I don't consider the environment when I consume anything in this world. Now, it's always a bonus. It's always a cherry on top. So, for example, I love my reusable metal straws. I love my reusable metal straws. I highly recommend them because number one, they are convenient, right? They're very convenient. They're fun to use. They're dishwasher safe. They're, easy to clean. And they're just great. They're just convenient. And number two, they are financially net positive because you don't have to keep buying a bunch of straws that you throw away. So those are the two reasons I love the metal reusable straws. You can find those in my Amazon storefront. Go to the link in my bio and in my description box, my socials link. You'll find it there in my Amazon storefront. Anyway, they're really great. They're really, really great. Highly recommend them. But the third thing is that they're environmentally friendly. They're green straws, basically, right? They're apparently helping the environment because they're metal. But that's the cherry on top, not the reason why I purchased them. I purchased them because they're convenient for my lifestyle and they are financially a net positive for me. The cherry on top being that they're environmentally friendly. Win, 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 win across the board. Anyway, if you're worried about your knees, I'd recommend doing swimming as cross training. It is great for your joints. I'm a terrible swimmer, guys. I can't even swim underwater. I can only swim on top of water. Isn't that embarrassing? Would you go to see Superman with me? Probably not, Brandon Sipple. I don't really watch movies. Why would I watch movies when I can watch anime instead? One movie is like 5 episodes of like my favorite anime. The opportunity cost of watching a movie is way too expensive for me. For me, watching movies, the opportunity cost, I can't afford that. Because watching Superman is like 5 episodes of Death Note. It's like 5 episodes of Future Diary. It's like 5 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist. Not Brotherhood, the original. So it's like, no, I'm not gonna watch Superman with you. I argue that it's too large because we are causing mass extinction of other species. Maybe we are. Maybe we are, Heart Matters. Maybe we are causing the mass extinction of other species. But that's inevitable. Or in Japanese, Hitsuzen. Hitsuzen. You get lots of benefits from running without needing to be competitive. Cho, do you have Strava? I would love to follow your runs. I don't have Strava because I don't want anyone following my location. It's such a cool, it really is a cool app, Mango. I hear it, I get advertisements for it all the time. All the running influencers use it. But I run from my home. Like I run from my home and I don't want no motherfucker tracking my home. So like I'm not the type, I don't like drive my car to a place and then run because the concept of sweating in my car is just disgusting to me. So no, I don't have Strava. Most recycled items are sold to China and treated with the rest of the normal garbage anyway. T, Greg Arnold. I've actually seen, and even in America, I've seen the recycling people dump it in the dumpster with the other trash. Hey Rickshaw. Well, you can swim at all, so you're ahead of the game. I mean, you're right. I mean, I can swim on top of the water, but I don't like swimming under the water. I get nervous because I can't breathe. I don't like to hold my breath. Anime is boring, to be honest. Okay. If you come to Hawaii, I'll teach you how to dive. I'm a spear fisherman. That is so fucking iconic, Heart Matters. Every time Heart Matters comes to the stream, I'm always impressed by your intellect and your contribution to the conversation. But now I know that you're like a badass in real life. Like you're a badass in real life too. That's awesome. I feel like you don't like Donald Trump, just a hunch. I don't. I voted for him and would vote for him again and again and again under the same circumstances, but I don't like Donald Trump. What do you think about whites only community in Arkansas, in your opinion? I think it's fine. I know. I think it's kind of okay. So okay, I take that back, kinda. I take it back, kinda. I don't think there's anything wrong with people wanting to preserve their culture. We see it all the time, do we not? We see Black-only spaces. We see spaces that are designed for indigenous people. We see spaces designed exclusively or geared towards, gendered spaces. We see spaces that are designed for people with specific sexualities. Where the problem comes in is that the government cannot discriminate like this. So it becomes a little bit blurry, right? Like nothing is wrong with going to a place or living in a place where you have certain stipulations, right? About who you want in and out. However, I've looked into this Arkansas situation and it's giving cult. It's giving cult mentality. I'm worried for the children of that community and the women of that community. But quite frankly, it's none of my business. So I wish them good luck. Fair enough, Mr. Cho. Oh wow, you're like me with Trump. I feel the same exact way. Well, who likes any politician, Addison A? I mean, name a politician that you can genuinely say, oh, I love this politician. Like, I love this politician. Like, those politicians don't really exist. I mean, Thomas Massey is one of the rare few. But no, there's not many politicians worth liking in America. Most of them are bought off by Israel. Gluck 9,000 for Israel. So, I mean, what is there to really like? I don't know. Weird. Oh, wow. You're like me with Trump. I feel that. Well, yeah, of course. Whites only community, no KFC. Yeah, so first of all, DJ, I think they're going to find some legal challenges to this whites only community because segregation, the government cannot sanction segregation. Do you know what I mean? You can't deny entry to a place based off of these arbitrary identity markers. So they're going to find challenges. Jay Linnell. Hey, Jay, what's going on? Have a good night, Mr. Cho. I've got to go finish writing an essay for my history class. Have a good night. I'll see you on the next stream. Have a good night, Mango Subprime. I really appreciate you. -10 social credit for anti-Israel take. I know, Addison. I know. Call me crazy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you so much. Theodore Roosevelt and AOC don't suck. Okay. Ooh, we got a Brazilian in the chat. I love Brazilians. Brazilians are like kind of the hottest men in the world. I love a Brazilian. Give me a Brazilian. My voice is clean. I have a nice voice. Maicon Santos. I can't rate Portuguese, but I do speak a little bit of Spanish. So I can kind of understand a little bit of Portuguese. Just barely. Kiss me. There you go. Addison has jokes. He does. He's a funny guy. Como se dice besos en Portuguese? Como se dice kiss? Kiss me. Como se dice besos? What else is going on today, guys? Any other controversial questions you got for me? You guys are being pretty good. I mean, good question. I mean, who else has thoughts on this whole what is it? The Arkansas situation. Anybody else have thoughts? They legitimately they seem and look like a bejos. I really do want to get back into my Spanish. When I move to Miami one day, I'm going to start to relearn Spanish. That's my goal. It's giving a cult, DJ. It legitimately is a cult. Definitely cult. Sounds like a cult, looks like a cult, walks like a cult. I think it's gonna be a cult. I wish him good luck. I would fill you with kisses. Oh my God. I'm being serenaded by a Brazilian man. I love it so much. Maicon Santos. Thank you. What else is going on? Oh, announcements. I have announcements. So, I've been really productive behind the scenes, guys. I have pretty much my first editor. So I'm going to start having an editor. Okay, so let's start. Okay. First off, I'm almost ready to start going live from my PC. So I'm almost ready to start doing that. Hopefully this will improve the quality, hopefully, the experience. But regardless, you might see some more horizontal streams where we can actually watch content together and give commentary on that content. So that could be fun, right? That could be pretty fun if we watch like a clip together, or you guys can send me clips and say, hey, Cho, I want to discuss this. And we can do that, right? Kind of like a podcast in a way, but more casual than that. We'll just be chatting, just keeping it cute, keeping it, casual. But the horizontal live stream will really allow me to have a little bit more control on what's going on, what we're looking at. Anyway, so that's that. But also, I am going to hire my first editor. And I've already got my brand guidelines in place for the editor. I worked on that today. It's really simple. But I do want to hire a handful of editors with the hopes that I will be able to put out more quality content at a rapid pace and a more consistent pace to hopefully increase my my income, obviously. I think the live streams is where I shine the brightest. And if I can get more people here, through videos, through shorts, clipping some of the moments here in the live. We have a lot of fun moments in these live streams. And I can have an editor pick out those moments and put them in bite-sized pieces to put out there. I think that would be a good deal. So I've already secured one editor, I think, for the most part. I'm looking for a handful more. So if you have an editor in mind, or an editor looking for a little bit of work, very, very easy work, by the way. I'm not looking for someone that's super duper experienced. You are literally going to be taking my live streams and, again, creating bite-sized pieces of potentially viral content that can be made into long form videos and then also short form videos. So that's what we're doing. So it doesn't require a lot of stylized editing. It's just the time that I don't have. I don't have the time to do that. So that's what I'm looking for. So then also, second announcement or third announcement, we're going to start selling merch. I've got some great ideas. I'm super excited about my merch ideas. We're going to have some hats. We're going to have some coffee mugs. We're going to have some t-shirts. We're going to have a variety of things that you guys can buy to support the community. So I'm looking forward to that. If you have any graphic designers that are interested in some very, very simple designs, shoot me a text or an email or a DM or whatever. Again, my ideas right off the bat are going to be more simple. Some of the work I assume I can probably do on my own via Adobe Express. Potentially, we'll see. I'm not very design inclined. That's not part of my skill set, my wheelhouse. But I think that my designs, my ideas right now that I have are so simple that maybe I can do it myself. But if you have any editors that you want to recommend or any designers you want to recommend, please reach out to me. Okay? So those are the announcements. Hey, Patrick Torres, how are you? Controversial opinion. No one who is a religious of any kind should be allowed to be involved in writing laws of any kind. Laws should only be written by those who care solely for the physical world. Well, okay, I disagree with you. Because there's not many people in the world who only care for the physical world. I think that your idea of religion might need to be updated a bit, because a lot of people are religious without belonging to any sort of religion, any organized religion. For example, I believe that the trans movement and the gender bending movement is a form of religion. Now that might sound crazy to you. I know that might sound crazy. What do you mean, Joe? There's no church of transgenders, right? But I do think that this whole idea of gender studies and the spectrum and how convoluted it is and all the rules, I think that people worship this ideology. And that's why you've gotten people that are so vociferously defending it and fighting for it, even though, like most religions, to be quite frank with you, are nonsensical. They're nonsensical. Like it's not of the physical world. Like it's not of the physical world, this idea of gender ideology, right? Yet people worship it. So I don't know. I don't think you can find many people, Heart Matters, that is not religious. I don't think you can find many people who are only caring about the physical world. So that'd be my reply to that. Good statement. That's a good statement. It's a very interesting statement there. Patrick wants to know, What do you think about the United States government not doing shit to help those starving people in Gaza? Well, Patrick, it's the same thing I've always said many, 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 many times. Um, I think that we are held captive by the money and the blackmail from the country of Israel, the state of Israel. I think that they have us by the balls, um, and they squeeze them tightly. And this is why it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all why we would support starving children. But this is not anything new for us either. Um, the genocide that's happening right now, it's unfortunate because people will argue with you all day long, up and down the timeline, how this isn't a genocide, it's not a genocide. And it's like, to me, the people that are arguing this, they won't call it a genocide until they're all dead. They won't call it a genocide until they're all dead, until they're exterminated. And then your shitty landmark that you put about the death, about the genocide, it will not absolve you of your guilt. It's not going to do it. Um, um, so those are my thoughts. Um, you're just in a rope. I am. I only know one line in Spanish. Por favor, tráeme toallas limpias. Gracias. Horizontal streams have far less viewers. It's a risk show. Well, it's definitely a risk. I know that, but it's going to be a lot more interactive too. The showments could be epic. Yeah, they have far less viewers, but I think they provide a lot more value. Can provide a lot more value. And of course, these streams aren't gonna like the vertical streams aren't gonna go anywhere. Like there will still be vertical streams as I try both. But I think it's important to do A/B testing and to see how they work out. How many pumps you think Trump got in those 13-year-old children? Over 20, under 20, under 20. He goes quick. The more you learn about gene expression and mutation, the more you will understand the spectrum. What's up, you chocolate dumpling? Hi, Chris Samuels. How are you? I'm really well today. It's been a fantastic day. It's been a very successful day. It's been a very productive day. So I'm very proud of my Sunday and very relieved and satisfied with how things have gone. Today's my birthday, Team Leo, baby. Oh, happy birthday, Kenji. I'm so happy you were born. I'm so happy you were born, Kenji. You bring a lot of value to my life, so thank you for being here. Shout out to your mom. Shout out to Kenji's mom. Grown adults don't celebrate their birthday. Well, how do you know he's not 12? How do you know? Chris? The Homo Cho. Hey, new to you. How are you? Shout out to Tanya. Shout out to Tanya. Shout out to Tanya. We love Tanya in this house. Also, with horizontal streams, we'll get a Duke cam. We'll have a Duke cam. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be really fun? I'm doing worse than your gay ass today. Well, listen, that's not that's not that bad. Because I'm doing really well today. So even if you're doing worse, you could be doing very well. How's Nina? Nina is she's really good. We had to put the donut back on her head because we took the donut off because we thought, okay, she's been a good girl, she's very smart. But then we caught her trying to lick her tail, well, where her tail used to be, her stitches. And so now the donut's back on. So bless her heart. Bless her heart. Have you ever thought about self-deletion? Not seriously. No, not seriously. I think I said that I did once, but I didn't really mean it. You know what I mean? I didn't really mean it. In my early 20s, I was depressed. I was doing drugs. I was drinking a lot of alcohol. I was failing out of school. I was a liar. I was a cheat. I was a fraud. I was a fake. I was a people pleaser. I was all those things, and it all just kind of came to a boil. Very self-destructive, but I never really seriously thought about self-deletion. Never thought about that. Good question, Chris Samuels. A 24-hour stream of the life of Duke would be awesome. Well, listen, guys, I have these two cameras are right there, and one of those is going to be the Duke cam. So that would be iconic, right, to have a Duke cam at all times. Wait, what? What did I walk in on? Dogs look at themselves? Yeah. That's my content. It's just my dogs licking themselves. Bestiality and gay. How did you get it together during that period of your life? Good question, Chris Samuels. Well, the one thing I learned during that stressful period of my life was I have to stop trying to please people, right? I used to be a major people pleaser, and that made me live a life that was not authentic to myself. And I think it starts there. Having the courage to be yourself, your fallible self, who will face criticism from your family, from your friends, from colleagues and strangers. I think there is pure strength in accepting that fact that you can do everything right and still face criticism from people that you love, from people that are strangers, from colleagues. You can do everything right. And so why was I focusing on pleasing everybody else? And why was I using their validation for my self-esteem? Right? People are undependable, right? And so if you attach your self-worth and your self-esteem to something that is undependable, that you can't depend on, then what happens to your self-esteem? It goes up and down, depending on how effectively you are pleasing other people, up and down. And people are inconsistent. They're up and down, right? So, yeah. I think that's how I started to get my shit together during that period of my life, was just recognizing that being a people person was like the most toxic thing you can be in life. Once I decided on that, goal setting was my thing. I don't know what's going on. I'm not reading clearly, but don't fucking spam. New to you. I don't know what's going on, but DJ said don't spam, so don't spam. The other thing on how to get your life together during a moment of when you're having a tower moment, where things are falling apart, life is upside down, and you don't know which way is which. one thing you can do is set goals. Setting goals is so important to your self-esteem. And you need to set smaller goals, medium-sized goals. You need to set somewhat easy goals, challenging goals. Like, you need to set a variety of goals with different metrics attached to them. And you've got to do the work to accomplish them. Because every time you accomplish a goal that you have intentionally set out to do, you get plus 1 point in the self-esteem attribute in the video game called life. You get 1 plus attribute in your self-esteem. Every time you set out to intend to set a goal and you accomplish it, you get plus 1 self-esteem point. Right? And so that's what I recommend, Chris. Stop being a people pleaser. Stop looking for validation from other people, from with outside yourself. And number 2, start setting goals and then accomplishing those goals. And that's kind of how you get out of the rut of life. They have camera collars on Amazon, bro. Stream. What? By the way, stream what they're doing. Oh, okay. Collar cameras? Okay, I'll look that up. Meth. Chris, just do meth. Socks on, and can I see them? Yes. You can see them. There you go. I know, they're hairy with dog hair, but I have fucking dogs. Get over it. Yeah, I have dog hair everywhere. You wear the same robe every day. When do you wash it? Once a week. Controversial question: should the government offer free self-deletion as a public service? I say yes, but only for those 50 and up. Nope, 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 nope. Not even a little bit. I don't trust the government to do much at all. So until the government proves that they are efficient at providing healthcare, that they are efficient at being fiduciaries, proficient at doing the ethical thing with our money, until they can prove that, I am uncomfortable with the government deciding, I'm uncomfortable with the government deciding something so serious and so significant in a person's life. No. Full stop, no. And we're going to see more and more of this debate, specifically Heart Matters. And you can I forget what documentary I watched. I'll have to find that, and I'll link it. I will find the documentary that I watched or something, the video that I watched, and I'll link it in the Discord channel. I'll post it in the mental health channel. Okay, I'll post it there. But the conclusion I got from this is that the government, like always, is punishing the weakest members of our society. They are exploiting the poor, and they're exploiting the mentally ill. And that was the conclusion I got from those types of procedures. Me and Cho are cool. Shut the fuck up. No, you don't get banned tonight. Watch your step. Don't get banned. Don't talk crazy to the mods. Just don't spam. You'll be fine. True confidence comes from achievement. Damn, thank you so much, sir. I love them so much. I took pictures of them. Oh, no problem. Can you at least super chat me? 99 cents for the foot pic? Can you at least send me a super chat or something? Join the Discord channel. DM me there. Believe me, I'll send more. Of I 100%. I'll send more. There's a price. Everybody has a price. I have a price. Tuh. Now come on now. Um, and you can find my X account in the description box of the video. Go to my socials. I'm not gonna ban you. You amuse me like a clapping monkey. Hi. Okay. RLC. Could you imagine if I became like a foot model? I do have nice feet. Now, quiet as it's kept, I do have nice feet. I do. People have said this in the past. Okay? I do have nice feet. The hands are crooked and weird looking. The fingers are really weird looking, but the feet are nice. The feet are nice. They are Hi Lisa, how are you? What's new with you, Lisa? How's your Sunday? Cause your mom makes me a sandwich every time I fuck her asshole. Ooh. Ooh. DJ with the read. One thing about DJ, he knows how to read, honey. One thing about DJ, he knows how to read. Your mods don't have jobs. Their job is with me, new to you. They do have a job. They're the mod. That's his only job. He does this all every day for me. And I pay him in love and kisses and hugs. I'm the master. We do race play. New to you. Lisa, what's going on? Talk to me, honey. What's happening? How's your son? What's going on? DJ is my yes man, yeah. We love a good yes man. We love a yes man. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Imagine me having yes men. What other questions do we have? Heart Matters has some great questions tonight. Really, really good questions. I really appreciate the questions. Sundays are always a quiet day. I love that it's so, other than new to you, like having a brain aneurysm tonight, other than that, it's been really calm tonight. I like how chill the Sundays are, because the Saturdays and Fridays, they get crazy. You guys are crazy on Fridays and Saturdays, but I guess the people that come here on Sundays don't have any jobs, so you guys don't have any jobs to be at on Monday morning. So you guys like to hang out with me, Sunday night, and it's just really chill. Thank you for the advice, Heather. Appreciate it. I have thyroid disease. Anyone that follows you is crazy. I mean, you're right. I mean, you're here, new to you. You're totally right. Very accurate. The most accurate statement you have made today. You are jobless, homeless, and a homo. And that's why you're welcome here. You do follow. You're here. You're in the chat. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I count 14 messages. That sounds like a follower to me. Sounds like a follower to me, but call me crazy. Yeah, I'm a follower. You are a follower. You're following me right. You're following my content right now. What is a follower? A follower is someone that follows someone's content, watches their content, engages with their content. It's okay. It's okay. You are welcome here, new to you. You're welcome. I love my jobless, homeless, and homo um following. Um he's hate watching. Hi Elijah. Hey, my favorite sausage in the whole guzzler. How are you, Elijah? What's going on? Lots of love to you. Yeah, I'm jobless and homo. Well, you said it. I'll buy you in your chat. I double dog dare you. I double dog dare you, pussy. I double dog dare you to buy me in my chat. I double dog dare you. You wish you could. Yeah, welcome back, Saul. Thanks for stopping by again. All 7 of you. Yeah, please do. Like I said, I double dog dare you. You said a lot of shit, but you haven't backed anything up yet. I'm still waiting. Can you even do a dollar super? That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see something. Because you said you was going to buy me in my chat. All 7 of us. You don't got to buy all. Just buy one of us. Just buy one of us. Do you have many people from chat here? What's chat? I wouldn't give you a penny. So now you backtracking and pussy popping. Backpedaling and pussy popping now. Like the homo that you are. Like the homo that you are. Backpedaling and pussy popping. You go from I'll buy you in your chat to I'm not giving you a penny. Okay. I'll buy you and send you to the Mexicans. Another idle threat. Another idle threat. Y'all just be talking. And I love it. Y'all just be talking. I love it. And I love it. It's fun. Think it's idle? This 18th Street. Oh, that was good. This is 18th Street, honey. It's still idle. You haven't bought shit yet. You keep talking about buying shit, but you haven't bought shit yet. What are you buying? What are you buying? What are you buying? What are you buying? How do you buy my manhood? What am I sending you? You gonna send the money to my address? Is that what you're doing? Are you gonna send the money to my address? What are we talking about? What does my address have to do with anything? We press reset, admit we're bottoms, and move on. Period. Yep, money coming to the Addy. But I thought you said you wouldn't give me a penny. So were you lying then or are you lying now, new to you? When were you lying? Were you lying when you said you would buy me? Or were you lying when you said you wouldn't give me a penny? When were you lying? You're not going to answer the question? And that's that. I was waiting for the third one. But that was fun while it lasted. Chosen actor. He's all right. Oh. Now listen. Now this is a motherfucker with some money, honey. Now this is a motherfucker with some money. DJ with the super chat. Now, and new to you, you didn't have to spend a lot of money. You didn't have to have a lot of money to buy me. DJ just bought me. I'm not worth that much, to be honest. Me and all 7 of my viewers, I'm not worth that much. I'm not worth that much. That would have sufficed. I'm all yours, DJ. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate you. Show a pride event is happening near me this weekend. Oh dear Lord, save me. Yikes. I haven't been to a pride event in a very long time. I hear they get pretty outrageous these days. They're fucking dogs on the street these days. Is that really what's happening at these pride events? What's going on at the pride events? Or does that only happen in San Francisco? But I hear the pride events are really wild these days. I mean, they've always been wild, but I mean, you know. And pride event, it's August. I mean, July. Well, it's about to be August. Who is having pride events? Just drugs and people wearing stupid stuff around kids. Oh, well. Par for the course. That's why I don't get involved. That's why I don't get involved. Thanks again, DJ, for the super chat. I really, really appreciate your generosity and your benevolence. Your benevolence knows no bounds. Unlike New to You, who is selfish, who is ugly, and probably doesn't have that much money to begin with. Parents taking kids to these events should be ashamed. I agree. Hey, Lenise, how are you? What's going on? You never told me how your day was going, Lenise. How's your Sunday going? DJ coming through, but he's going to ask for a refund soon. I'd give it to him. But why would he ask for a refund? I'm so great. I'm so nice. I'm so fab. I'm so cute. I'm doing good. I changed all the curtains out today. What do you mean change them out? Like permanently? You got a new style? Did you pick out a new style of curtains? Is that why you changed them out? DJ's number 1. It is what it is. Yes, new style. But that's exciting. It's so fun. Ooh, not the hiccups. It's so fun when you can experiment and oh my God. So I've got some drama, actually. Not drama. Well, this is drama in my life. My version of drama in my life is very mundane. I have the most mundane drama. Like that splinter the other day was like, I've been talking about that splinter to everybody for the last several days now. The last 24 hours, I've been talking about the splinter. Yeah, I've been talking about the splinter since yesterday morning. But I have more drama, and it's about interior design. That's why I'm bringing it up, because interior design is important. So for those that don't have, okay, I don't know if you guys have seen the inside of my house. If you've watched my vlogs, then you definitely have. If you have not watched my vlogs, then you have not. But those that know, you already know I live in a 3,000 square foot home. I have 2 parlors. Well, no, I have 1 parlor and I have a dining room. And the parlor is my favorite room. And my partner sent me this text the other day asking me if I wanted to get rid of the dining room table and make that into a formal parlor, like a second parlor. So originally, our house was built in 1906, okay? 1906. So originally, it was 2 parlors, a parlor for the women, parlor for the men, right? And so he kind of wants to turn it back into what it was originally and have one parlor and then two parlors. And get rid of, oh, just cause feed new to you to the wood chipper. Thank you so much, MOP, for the super chat. Really, really appreciate your benevolence and your generosity. It's because of people like you and DJ that keeps this community going strong. Okay, you give me a reason to be here. So back to the situation at hand. He wants to get rid of the dining room table. And I'm really the only one that uses the dining room table. Look, he eats in the kitchen, on the kitchen counter. I don't like that whole vibe. I like a formal dining room. But he has this like book in his ear. He's watched something on Instagram or Facebook talking about how beautiful it is and how he keeps telling me, well, no one's, having formal dining rooms anymore. No one's doing this anymore. We just got this new table, right? We just got this new table and these new chairs, and now he wants to get rid of all of it and put like coffee tables in there. I don't know. I have to like, he's gonna have to give me some inspo ideas that he found online and then show them to me because I don't get it. So far, I don't get it. Getting rid of the dining room table. And then I asked him, and this is the question that stumped him. This question stumped him. This is how I know. This is how I know that I'm right, he's wrong. I said, are you actually gonna sit in this second parlor? Because he currently doesn't really use the parlor that we already have. So having two parlors, which is redundant, seems to be a bit of a net negative. Now, his biggest reason for having a second parlor is that when we throw parties, it'll be easier to host them. There's more room to move around, there's more movement, and people already go and sit throughout the different house, throughout the whole house, and eat wherever they find chairs. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I will be posting pictures of the inspo pics on the Discord channel. Okay, DJ, can you remind me? Can I get a reminder in the Discord, please? Moderator, Mr. Moderator, number one mod in the house. Can I get a reminder to post inspo pics of the second parlor in the home channel? I need that. Okay. No refund needed. I'm here for Cho. Thank you, DJ. I love you. Long time. The world ending. That Splinter. I swear to God. The money was therapy for the split. Thank you, because I'll be booking that tomorrow morning. Hi, David Portillo Davila. Hey, Cho. I won't be staying on for long, but glad to see you are keeping up the good work. I hope your Sunday has been good. It's been phenomenal. I've had the best Sunday ever. We talked so much about you on Discord last night. We did, David. We did. You had a deep conversation with family, and let's just say tears were shed. Topic. What was the topic? What'd you guys talk about? You guys really talked about me on Discord? What did you guys talk about? You have to go to the Discord and find out, David. You have to go on Discord and find out what we talked about. But yeah, what's going on? I'm sorry you cried. Hopefully they were tears of joy or tears of release or relief. Hopefully they were productive tears, not tears of sadness. How often do you entertain? Well, we usually always have a patio party of some sort to celebrate our backyard. It was a lot to I would show you this slideshow because I actually have a slideshow of it's actually right here. Wait, let me see. Because I don't want to dox my partner. Hold on. I don't want to like dox my partner. Wait a minute. What does this even do? Oops. Wait, how do I... Well, fuck me. Okay, so I'll just do this. So you can kind of see that was my backyard in the construction. I have a slideshow of what we did. Let me go to the next one. I don't want to show you guys too much, but you can kind of see that we had a lot. We tore up our backyard. Yeah, we tore up our backyard so much. There's Nina. There's Nina, my baby girl. I mean, we like dug holes in the backyard. I mean, it was just like a complete nightmare. Anyway, why did I talk about that? Oh, how much I entertain? Okay, yeah. So we entertain at least once a year. We do a big patio party because our patio finally got done during COVID, during the pandemic. And while my partner and I didn't give a fuck about COVID, unfortunately, everybody else did. And so nobody wanted to come to our party. We were still flying down to Florida, down to Miami during COVID. I mean, we were those people, but we didn't give a fuck. Okay. Um, we didn't give a fuck. And so, but everyone else was like sheep. So man, like everyone was sheep during COVID except for us. And so no one wanted to come to our party. And so now, once COVID was done and the bitches woke up to the pandemic, once everybody woke up, we had our big party, and now we have an annual patio party because it's like a beautiful patio now. So we have that, and then I just got off the phone I just got off the phone with a volunteer. You guys know I volunteer, and I'm not gonna say too much about where it is, but you guys know I volunteer for the homeless. I cook for the homeless. I cook a bunch of food. Anyway, that program is struggling financially. And it's so funny how for the last 3 months, I have been contemplating bringing back my benefit tea party. Now, I used to work for a mobile food pantry, and the idea of a mobile food pantry is you outfit a truck as if it's a food pantry, and you drive this truck into the communities that need it most. Now, if you are serving a community that needs help with food, that are food insecure, there's a high likelihood that that community might also have difficulties with transportation. And so that was the model business of this business that I worked for. It was a mobile food pantry. We brought the food to your community. And during the time that I worked for that business, well, for that charity, um, I used to host a benefit tea party to support the organization. And when I quit that job and I moved and all this minutia, whatever, I stopped really doing that benefit tea party. I did it for like 3 more years after I quit my job, and then I could just kind of stop. But now I just got off the phone with a good girlfriend that volunteers with me, and she was like, the program is struggling financially, and we're trying to figure out ways to, raise funds. And so my idea now is, I think that's God telling me. I think this is God talking to me. I think He's saying, Cho, you need to, like, you've had this on your heart for the last 3 months with doing some benefit tea party and supporting some type of charity in Columbus. Why not support the one that you work for, that you volunteer for? And so I've decided today that I'm going to start hosting a benefit tea party to support the food the lunch program that I work for on the weekends. So yeah. So anyway, you see how I get onto these tangents? I'm so sorry. I get onto these tangents and don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. How many times do I entertain? So I'm gonna be entertaining for this tea party, which it might be I think it's gonna be a biannual thing. I think it's gonna be a biannual thing. And then I think I'll do springtime and a fall time. Because that's the best time to get dressed up for a tea party, no? Fall time, springtime. So yeah. So that'll be that. And yeah. So we do that patio party. We don't entertain that much. Typically, when I entertain small groups. So I'll invite a couple, for a double date at my home, and we'll have a double date. And I'll fix food. I'll fix tea. I'll do like a little tea service with, small sandwiches, mini sandwiches, tea, and a dessert. I'll do that. But I don't host many big parties, which is probably why he doesn't want the dining room table. I don't know. Okay, let's read. I've been ranting and I've been talking all this time. David, you critiqued the title. The title of last night's stream. Nothing hasn't been going on except for last night. Just been a rough day. Been really hot. Needed to recover from alcohol and just overall tiredness. I need an invite to the next soiree. Do you bleed? Not often. I don't. That's some serious renovation. Oh yeah, we really did the big thing with the backyard. It's beautiful. Me crying yesterday was a mixture of learning a lesson about a past mistake of allowing someone who was super toxic in my life and the damage this person did to me and my family. It's a long story. Woof. On tonight's stream, we inspect Chelf's torn up backyard. Well, it's beautiful now. I post my backyard all the time on Instagram and on YouTube. For your information, Daddy, I promise to add money to my Cash App and super protect you tomorrow. I can't right now, but I would love to because of those beautiful socks. All right, OC, you need to DM me. Not me becoming a cash cow, a foot king, a footprint. You need to DM me, RLC. I'll tell you everything you want. I almost said everything. I'll tell you everything that you want and more. You all are some assholes. Listen, I apologize for ruining the stream, but as Cho said, I'm a sausage and potatoes guy. I get straight to the point. Period. You did, and you did. David said, I need to know what the fuck we talking about tonight. What's the title about? What's your opinion? Get to the meat and potato of it all. I respect it. I respect it. You sent me into a fury. Fury? Fury. You sent me into a fury. Did I make up a word? Furry? I'm a furry. Stop. You are amazing. Thank you for helping those less fortunate. Well, Anise, charity is something I'm very serious. I'm very serious about that. I spend a lot of time giving back to the community. The more you give, the more you receive. Not just financially, but spiritually and emotionally. And then sometimes financially it comes back too. But it's more so about the spiritual and mental karma that you receive and the emotional side you get from giving back to other people. It's so valuable to do that. And it's a really big part of my life. Before I met my partner, I only gave financially, the benefit tea parties, for example. But now I actually give my time, and that's even more important than giving money, because only time can create relationships. Only giving time can really impact someone deeply to their core, because you're building that relationship. Money is great and should do both, right? But since my partner's really got me into giving more of my time. And I'm really appreciative of him for that impact on my life. Cucumber sandwiches and high tea. That's what I do. Do you ever wear dress socks? I do wear dress socks. That should have said, do you ever wear silk sheer dress socks? I never worn sheer dress socks, but I can. Liv Morgan, hi, do you plan on having kids? I don't. Not with my current partner, I don't. Okay, I will. I believe you are a sausage guy. Well, you would be correct. I love to suck dick. I can be explicit. How close do you live to Columbus Zoo? Powell? Pretty close. Powell, Ohio is like 30 minutes, maybe? Maybe 30 minutes. I live in the city of Columbus. I basically live downtown Columbus, so I don't mind sharing that. It's a big ass place. Um, but yeah, so if that gives you reference to um, where I am. Isn't it crazy that someone can just enter your life and really impact you in a negative light and just overall manipulate lots of people at once? The manipulation that I went through was insane. I'm so sorry. Hopefully, instead of viewing that as a traumatic moment in your life, which it was, you can view it as a learning experience. What are you taking from that experience today in 2025 in July? Like, what are you taking from it now? You know? Gotta watch out for those emotional vampires, David. They will suck the life right out of you, period. And they will. Can you be dominant and a master? Also, do you have a submissive slave to serve you and your partner? Um, can you be dominant and a master? I don't know what that means. Also, do you have a submissive slave to serve you and your partner? We don't have that yet. We don't have that currently. It's a feature stream, DJ. That's a feature stream. We can figure that out, but you're gonna have to DM me first. Um, if I go to the zoo, I want to come to see you. I would love that. Read Marcus Aurelius if you want to learn how to protect yourself from manipulation. Yes, Marcus Aurelius is incredible. I have read so much of his work. Well, not his. Well, I've read so many snippets of his work through The Daily Stoic, which is a book I highly recommend by Ryan Holiday. The Daily Stoic is an incredible book, and there are lots of snippets from Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, I'll only wear socks. The slave has to only wear socks. Time for my controversial question. Tone guys or dad bods? Tone guys, of course. That's not controversial at all. Tone guys. Not muscly guys. Toned guys. There's a difference. There's a big difference. We don't want the muscly guys. We want the toned guys. By the way, hello, Pixie. What I've learned that I do have a strong support system when things start to go south or it seems it's heading that way. I shouldn't hesitate to reach out to my loved ones. Once signs of bad show, leave. That's quality advice. And it's something I think we touched upon the other day. I forget who it was, but he's a valuable member of this community here. I forget his name, but he's been having a really tough time. He's been having a really tough time, and I feel awful. I feel terrible because he's been isolating himself. And we always talk about how, and this may sound insensitive, but just receive it, okay? Receive it. This is gonna sound insensitive when I say this, but please receive it. Your personal issues are not unique. Your personal issues are not unique. They're just not. They're not. There are people that have had others manipulate them. There are people that have experienced death. There are people that have experienced financial ruin. There are people that have experienced being cheated on. There are people that have been abused. There are people that have been in abusive relationships. There are people that have experienced the same heartache that you have experienced. And I believe that we get into this delusion, because that's what it's, a delusion. We get into this delusion where we believe falsely that no one will understand me. I'm the only one going through this. I can't talk to anyone about this. I'm sorry, none of that shit is unique. Your shit is not unique. And the reason I'm telling you that is because you need to feel more comfortable talking about your issues and your problems with your support system. You are not alone, okay? That's another delusion that people feel that they create out of the blue. You're not alone. There are supportive communities out there that are within your reach. If you have a smartphone, you're not alone. Let's start there. That whole feeling of, you can feel alone, but you have to remind yourself of reality. You're not alone. And when you isolate yourself as you're traversing these rocky waters, it makes it more likely that you're going to drown. Right? So stop isolating yourself when you're going through the most traumatic times of your life. Reach out to someone and recognize too. This is a pro tip as someone that listens to people bitch and complain about their life all the time. Also, be able to communicate whether you want someone to just listen or if you want someone to problem solve and give you advice. Because there's a difference. Don't be the person that goes to your support system and, lets loose and lets off the steam, and receives all this valuable information that you don't care about, that you're going to ignore. Like, it's okay to just want someone to listen to you, but it's not okay to have someone pour their emotions back into you to problem solve and to you to just leave that by the wayside, right? That's not cool either, because that's like being an emotional vampire as well, right? But the point I'm getting off track. Different situation. The point I'm trying to make is your situation is not unique. You are not alone. These are realities. These are facts. You may feel otherwise, but your feelings are wrong. Your feelings are wrong. You're not alone. Your situation's not unique. So with those things being said, you need to feel more comfortable reaching out to your support system and traversing these rocky waters with a team. Okay? So, yeah, I don't know why I'm ranting about that. Oh, because David's comment. I gotta choose the dad bod. They got the muscle, but can still act as a pillow if needed. Well, that's a good point, Pixie. Good point. My husband is 60 years old and has a very toned, sexy body and that pretty chocolate skin. Ooh, Lanice. I'm going to Six Flags on the 31st and I'm scared. Why? Is your first time going to Six Flags or to an amusement park? Hey, Wooly. How are you, Wooly? Thank you for being here tonight. Been there with the abusive relationship. You ain't alone in it, and that's not bad. You got people who can understand. Liv, you'll love it. Stay hydrated. Well, let's start with Adam and Eve in the Bible. What about them? Isolating is the worst thing to do during trials. Yeah, what about Adam and Eve? Oh my God, it's been 113 minutes. We're past the 90-minute mark, guys. We're past the 90-minute mark. And I need to manage my time wisely and end the stream. Thank you guys for being here. I have a busy day tomorrow. We will be live tomorrow. We will be live. Thank you for the jewels, Lanice. Thank you so much for your generosity. You did, Pixie. You did. You got to put your post notifications on. I've been live for 114 minutes. Where you been the last 100 minutes? There you go. That show everywhere. Not me about to become a footprint, y'all. I'm about to become the Prince of Feed. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Have a good night, teacher. Thank you so much for your dedication and your support. I really, really appreciate you so much. Yeah, that's what I've learned. I have to talk. The guy did a really good job on switching on and off, going between good and bad, and they charmed everyone around me and made me feel crazy. Well, he's a narcissist, probably. Yeah, you can DM Cho on Discord, RLC. Take the link pinned in the comment below, copy that and paste it into your web browser, and then you can find me there. Okay. But yeah, my name is underscore Cho on Twitter and Instagram. So there you go. Okay. Have a good night. So tomorrow, I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna be live tomorrow. Monday is kind of like the bonus stream. It's a wild ride. I got shit to do tomorrow. I've got to go get my car's oil changed. I might even go live at the car doctor. I might even go live there. I don't know. But what I will do is I will schedule it ahead of time. So when you schedule live, I'll schedule the time. So I'll know a couple hours before I'm gonna go live and how my day is going. So yeah, check back. And again, put your post notifications on for me if you want to be here when I go live on time. Okay, guys? So I'll see you sometime tomorrow for the bonus stream of the week. And yeah, we'll chat soon. Bye.